group of people that goes down to Habitat for Humanity and rebuilds homes in New Orleans.
Like, that's a great organization. I love that.
And we're doing that the end of March. So if anyone was interested in going or helping out with that, all that information will be on our website. Our website is Chicago Jaycees, JAYCEES.org.
Great.
And so that's just one of the wonderful things that we do. We also go to different retirement homes annually and play bingo with seniors and take them treats and just spend time with them for an afternoon on a Sunday. And we also go to Breakthrough Ministries and like feed formerly homeless men. There's also a formerly homeless women's shelter that we go to probably about quarterly also, and like play games with them. And
that's so nice. I know one thing, volunteering in general can be difficult because it's hard to take that first step, but for anyone who's ever volunteered, there's just such a great feeling you get from helping someone else. I mean, is it tough to get people on board initially, or do you find that they're really anxious to get out there? And I mean, obviously they're joining voluntarily, but
normally it's people who come in and join and really like seek us out. It's really easy. Like they just want to get involved. You know, it's so awesome because you meet so many people that really do want to get involved, and otherwise they wouldn't be in the organization. Like you know. So it's good that way.
Okay. And did you already tell us how many members were in the Chicago chapter?
I did not.
Okay. How many members are in the Chicago chapter?
We have 55 members currently.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we're definitely room to grow, and yeah, we're very excited about 2009.
Good.
We have a new president coming in who's going to do awesome.
Okay. I think I know the new president. Who is it?
You might. Sue Wormuskirchen?
Yes. Sue is one of my favorite people. She actually just helped us with one of the Silver Lining Foundation Junior Board events, which was this past Friday, and she was great. She was there. I love her. So.
Sue is wonderful, and she has it together. She's going to be a wonderful president. I'm so excited to have her be our next leader.
Good.
Like, she's been in the organization for 5 years, so she's she knows it. She eats, sleeps, breathes, like she knows it. She's awesome.
Great. We have a question from a shy caller. It says, do Jaycees get to choose what they participate in, or are they assigned certain events?
That's a great question. The Jaycees, actually, every member is able to participate in whatever they would like to do. So say that they really want to do more of the individual development type events, like go to the networking events or take classes or that type of stuff. We even do a ski trip. They're more than welcome to just do those, or they can dabble in a little bit. One of my friends, one of our members, actually calls it a cafeteria style. She's like, you can take what you want. You can take from the fundraising portion, you can help us raise money, or you can just do the community service, or it's kind of,
that's
pick
nice.
and choose.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that is good, and I think one of the things, especially you were saying, it's sort of, you know, personal development and trying to, you know, maybe bump up some skills that might be a little more blunt, and so I think for me anyway, I would gravitate toward the things that I already do well, but it is a good idea to kind of slowly dip your toe into things that you might not be as comfortable with and see how you do. Excellent question, caller. Thank you. Again, if anybody else has any questions, I wanted to talk a little bit too. Whenever Silver Lining Foundation has an event coming up that we need volunteers for, Jen has historically been one of my first phone calls, and I just, you know, sort of what I was saying before, it can be difficult sometimes to get people at least started. Once the ball gets rolling, people in general are, you know, get very passionate about it. But what was, and pardon me, but I've been with Silver Lining Foundation for about 1.5 years, and you guys were already well involved with us when I came on board. So, I mean, do you know much about how we started to collaborate, I guess, or what was sort of the beginning of the partnership?
I really don't know. I know that we've been helping out the Silver Lining Foundation for between 4 and 5 years, and I've been told that we've been very reliable for them, so which is good. I mean, we try to be as reliable as we can be, and we really are very member-based. So if our members say, I want to help out with this particular cause, or I want this particular class, or I want to do this here, I want to go to New Orleans. That's how we started going to Habitat for Humanity.
Wow.
Someone said, I feel the need to go down to New Orleans. Actually, it was Sue. Sue started our New Orleans trip to rebuild the houses after Hurricane Katrina. And so I think someone just said, hey, I found a Silver Lining Foundation, and wow, we could really help them out. And so it kind of, I want to say that maybe our American Medical Association corporate group started with Dr. Sandy, and then the rest of the chapter kind of got involved because we were like, wow, this is a great, I mean, we love your cause, and anything we can do to help is wonderful.
Oh, great. We obviously appreciate it. I am always sending out these gushing emails after our events, and I sometimes start to feel like a broken record because I say it over and over, but it's true. I just, you know, there's no way we could do what we do without our volunteers. So, again, if you have any questions, call the Silver Lining Foundation, and the number's there, 312-345-1322, and of course you can always find us on the internet at www.silverliningfoundation.org. And Sue, do you want to tell them, Sue, Jen, we've been talking about Sue.
Okay.
Do you want to tell them, I know you mentioned your website before, is there a phone number that they can call if they're interested in giving back and getting involved?
Yeah, absolutely. Our phone number is on our website, and it's 312-409-1603. Since we are a 100% volunteer-run organization, we don't have any paid positions, so what I'm saying is it's a voicemail, and we check the voicemail about weekly, sometimes bi-weekly, so we apologize if we don't get your call right away. It's probably best to email. All of our email addresses are on the website. Mine personally is president@chicagojaycees.org, which is Jaycees. Yeah. It's easy. Well, it's easier for people to remember.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's, you know, nice to throw it out there. Yeah, email me, President.
Yeah.
So, we actually have another question. How would a foundation or some organization go about trying to get involved with you and try to recruit volunteers from your organization to help them?
Actually, in the past, I've had people just call me directly and say, hey, I have an event going on. Would you guys be able to get some volunteers together? And then I just shoot out an email. I mean, preferably if we could have, you know, like 3 to 4 weeks at least notice so that we can put it on our calendar. We send out an email blast to all of our members, or you can just sign up for it online. And then to put it on our calendar so that we can talk about it at our meetings and make sure that word of mouth is there for our members so they can get involved if they'd like.
Okay, excellent. So I guess now, you know, the economy is so terrible. Do you find more interest now or less interest? I mean, in terms of, you know, people wanting to become a member of the Jaycees, or even just demand on your members?
I haven't really noticed much difference for new members trying to come in, but definitely more interest in people wanting to give back to the community. So people who want to volunteer, I've noticed that a lot of volunteer organizations are really getting a lot of help right now, which I think is wonderful. And I've also noticed that some organizations have been afraid of getting donations, but I feel like everyone's been really, really giving this season, and I think we've been doing pretty well, and we haven't felt strained at all. And
great. Yeah, I think we've felt really blessed too. I think we've been a little nervous, like you said, about fundraising, and it's, you know, so far so good. And so, do you have, I know I was on your website and it looks so great, and I noticed that there were other events that you did. I know you mentioned the cooking and whatnot, and are there any of the events that are more your favorite? Or I saw the spring, what was it, spring?
The BNC Spring Encounter.